Hello, my name is Toby from Artmaster Studio, and today I'm showcasing a work in progress of an English Civil War regiment. It's parliamentarian, and the unit represents Edward Aldrich. You can see the flag here. This is from Bodies Banners from Redoubt Miniatures. So we're going to go through each sort of section of the unit. To start off with, we've got the command. These are made up, the majority of them are Redoubt. As you can see, a lot of the officers, standard bearers and musicians are Redoubt, as well as the sergeants. A few of them, I believe, are Bicorne or Renegade. I do get the two mixed up sometimes. As you can see, nice orange sashes. The pikes are getting in the way a little bit. I'll move those out of the tray for now. The actual standard poles aren't in the hands of the standard bearers at the moment. That's going to be done when the flags are mounted. So as you can see, quite a nice variety there. There's no duplicates, apart from one figure at the back here for a standard bearer, but obviously they're painted different so they don't look the same. We've got various blues going on, 3 different blues, 3 different buffs, various browns for the boots. If you saw our thoughts on colour and variation video for the English Civil War Dragoons we did recently, you can find out a lot about my techniques in that video for painting the English Civil War. Over here we've got the mounted officer. Just bring him forward. This is a Warlord figure. It's quite nice. He's drinking out of a goblet. The only problem is he's got a choice of 2 heads. One is a floppy soft hat and one is a helmet. But the helmet has got a bar running down the nose, so if he's holding a drink in his hand, if he's got the helmet on, he obviously can't drink it because his helmet's going to get in the way. So I specifically chose the soft hat because I thought it would look weird otherwise. Alright, so now moving on to the pikemen. At the moment I've only got half of the pike ready because we're waiting for some figures from Renegade. Unfortunately they've been a little bit slow, so they're the only thing we've got left to do. So all of these ones are actually Bicorne Miniatures. These are actually some of my favourite figures in the whole unit. Lovely pose, lots of variation. Although the poses are all very similar, the actual variation on heads and like the patches and the different bits of torn cloth, and that really sets them apart from each other. Trying to get the best view here with the camera. Unfortunately they're all inside the tray, so it makes it a bit hard to see over the edge there. That's a bit better. So you can see mostly the 3 different blues again, a couple of different browns on the trousers to give some good variation, different coloured patches, nice light colour for the pikes themselves, whereas the Musketeers have got a nice dark brown on the wood. Again, something I went over in my other video. Also part of the unit, or alongside the unit, there's going to be a light gun, as you can see in the corner here. This is, again I'll move these pikemen out of the way, the pikes are quite long. But the gun itself is Warlord, a Warlord light gun there, very nice. And the crew are quite nice as well. Quite a bit different to the unit themselves. You know, they've got different uniforms, which makes them stand out quite nicely. Again, I've tried to go with the 3 different blues on them, but I've been a bit more free with the other colours, like the red trousers on this particular guy over here. Then we've got a surgeon set from Warlord, right here. So you got the poor chap having something bad. Well, I can only assume he's about to have something sawn off because he's being tied down to the chair with some rope. Oh, excuse my puppy making some noise there. But yeah, you've got the guy cleaning a knife there, sharpening a blade. The guy about to undergo some on-the-fly surgery. So yes, I'm quite happy with that set. Again, generic colours really on the surgeon and his helper, but the actual guy here is wearing a blue jacket like he was part of the unit. So that's quite nice. So then heading over the back here, we've got two different pieces. This is a cart. I believe the cart is from ECW Miniatures. So it's quite a nice cart there, quite large. A Redoubt guy walking next to the cart there. I can't remember where the horse is from. It might be... I'm not sure actually. I thought it might be front rank, but actually I don't think it is. Anyway, they're very nice, and I've got some barrels to go in that. Over here at the back we've got a water cart being pulled by a couple of donkeys. Again, that's a Warlord piece. Alright, so moving on now to the final part of the unit. Put those to one side. We've got the Musketeers. This is a large block of 40 figures here. I'll zoom out so we can see a bit better. There we go. Oh yeah, and this guy here, he's going to be riding on the cart with the barrels, I believe. That's a Renegade figure. I didn't have an appropriate head for him, so I took a head from a bulked action British plastic rifleman box. Obviously he's not got his helmet on, but I think that actually works quite nicely. So that's that. I'll put him in the other tray. So yeah, and then we've got all of these Musketeers. These are all Bicorne Musketeers, various poses. Again, the same theme of 3 different blues. The different browns for the trousers, as well as some blue trousers. Different buffs and browns for the hats. Dark wood on the muskets themselves. Nice orange brown on the apostles. As you can see, the bags have got different buffs. There's 3 different buffs like on the rest of the unit, different colour patches. Just a really nice, a lot of variety amongst these. Bicorne English Civil War are some of my favourite figures for the period. I'll give a quick brief look at the different blues before we end the video. We've got a dark blue on this guy's jacket, trousers and hat. That's Vallejo dark Prussian blue with black with a lighter blue added in for the highlights. Then we've got more of a true blue like this guy's jacket. It's more of a medium blue, which is, again is dark Prussian blue with a Prussian blue for highlights. And then we have kind of a nice faded blue on this guy's jacket, which is Vallejo field blue. That's actually my favourite of the blues that we've got. I didn't put too much in the unit, but I'm quite proud of how that turned out. I think it works nicely to break up the look of the unit. There's actually a pike, one of the pikemen that's got entirely that colour on here, and I think that's just it works really well. It's just quite a nice, it's not quite a light blue, I guess, it's kind of a faded grey blue. Yeah, I'm just really happy with how that turned out. So this is going to be quite a large unit when it's all finished. I'm waiting for 16 more pikemen to turn up. When that's here, the total will be over 100 figures, I believe, all in all. I'll try and get them all in shot here before we end the video. Well, I'm afraid that's the best I can do. There's so many figures, but if you like this video, leave us a like. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and leave comments below. We love any comments you wanna give. We always try and reply to them as best we can. If you want to commission us, please send an email to artmasterstudio@hotmail.co.uk. Join our Facebook page, just search for Artmaster Studio on Facebook, like us there, and we do giveaways as well for every couple of 100 likes that we get. So thanks again for watching, and I shall see you next time.